Oh, hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. Sorry, we're still getting ready. Welcome back to another episode of, you know what? Welcome back to another episode of The Evolve. Man, I look weird. All right, welcome back to another episode of The Evolve. Guys, we're going to get right into it. We got a lot that we're trying to go over on today. Our main story is the Scru has just released a diss track on Dax. We knew it was coming, so we want to take a look into that just a bit. But before we get into that, there are a few stories, a few things that I just must go over. So let's just do it. You know what? Let's just go with the hat. All right, we're gonna go with the hat. There we go. Okay, guys. So our first thing that we want to quickly go over is Ja Rule. Man, you guys have already know we have already covered the Fyre Fest and how that was a mess and how lives were destroyed and how the other owner that was directing it went to jail. His name was Billy. Ja Rule haven't been charged. And Ja Rule is still today, he is still trying to take zero accountability, still trying to distance himself away from the Fyre mess. And he released quite a few tweets out on yesterday, out the blue. All right, so the first tweet he sent out is this. He said, Fyre Fest is basically, it's not a fraud. Billy went to jail, not me. If Fyre Fest was a fraud, then I would have went to jail. It wasn't the festival, it was about what Billy did. So, but that makes no sense because Billy did the Fyre Festival. But anyway, he goes on with another tweet. Now his next tweet, it got a little bit more, I don't know, just stupid. Cause here he said, he basically is talking about how it's a false advertisement and not a fraud. It was just false advertisement, and he talks about it's because of those tents. Now, Ja go ahead and he furthermore tried to plead his case and said, I've tried to ask Billy and them about the tents and why there wasn't the really good tents, and they told me that they sent out emails to everyone. So I did my part, I reached out. It's them, not me. And then he goes on. Now this is the best one. See, in this last tweet, then Ja goes on to say, and this was the best one yesterday that he tweeted out, where he said, basically he's just saying that, hey guys, I'm not going to be discussing this no more. I'm dropping it. I'm letting it go. And you know what? God knows my heart. The feds know the law. And my people, y'all know that I've got good character. God knows my heart. You know, you love when people are doing something wrong and when they know they're wrong and when their whole justification is, God knows my heart. Hello?
Hey, yo, Evolve!
Hello?
Did you just rob a bank, nigga?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, look, I was broke, man. I was broke and she was in the way. Look, God knows my heart. God knows my heart. Okay, but there's one more thing that I want to go over before we get into this diss track, and that is 21 Savage. Now, I just want to say that 21 Savage, as of today, he was released. He was released and he's out on bond. Now, he was supposed to, he didn't make it to the Grammys. He was nominated for 2 Grammys, and also he was due to get on stage with Post Malone. He was going to be doing a song with them, but he didn't make it to the Grammys in time, but he did get released today. And but yeah, just in case any of you all wanted to know that, he is out and he's out on bond. He did release a statement. Go look it up. We're not going to talk about the statement today, but you can go check it out. Now, getting into the diss track. If you guys watched my last episode, you guys know that Scru and Dax, they got this thing going on, and Scru has put out a diss track like he said he was on Dax today. Now, before this diss track came out, Dax, he did try to, you know, soften the blow and try to soften things up, because on Instagram, he did put out this video. It's just him in the janitor closet with his earplugs on, listening to some music, reminiscing about his life in the janitor closet and coming up as a janitor. And then he has this long statement, which I am not going to read, but basically the base of it is that he was just talking about how, you know, he came up, you know, he started from the bottom, now he's here, and he was mopping floors and all that other good stuff. But he was being inspirational. He was letting people know that, hey, you can do it. You've got it. Reach for the stars. You'll find the moon. Go, go, go. Oh, but one thing he did say in this, like I say, he tried to soften the blow. He did point out, you know what? Hi, Dax. I want to inspire a new generation of Dreamchasers. Yeah, he's promoting Dreamchasers now. All right. So Scru, what do you got? Well, Scru, he got a diss track for him. It's too late. Because Scru, he went on and he released the diss track. Now, Scru started off this diss track. He wanted to remind everyone kind of what Dax had said, you know, about him not being a YouTuber. He wanted to lay the foundation early on to make you guys know who you're dealing with. And he started off with this little clip that Dax said.
YouTube route is good. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I can use my skills to make songs and diss tracks on some of these guys to where the songs still sound like actual songs, but they're diss tracks at the same time. As soon as that shit shut down, I was like, great publicity. That's why I'm saying in goddamn 2019, we're turning the word clout chaser to a positive term.
So starting the video off with that, he already wanted to get people's mind and get the listeners' mind on to remember that, hey, we're dealing with a clout chaser. We're dealing with someone that don't like you, YouTubers. He's not a part of us. Listen to what he said. So now that he got us feeling and got us against him, that's the first step to a great diss track. I mean, that's what's gonna really make people feel your diss track is if, you know, if they feel the same way you feel and feel that same hate and anger, people are like, I'm with you. So then he goes on, since Dak had played basketball in college, he started off strong and he does a few bars on basketball.
Look, it's Scru Face in the place and I'm about to handle you. Heard that you a hooper, well these shots about to damage you. But this ain't no suicide drill to check your stamina. I'm ill, this suicide for real for any challenger.
Me personally, I feel that this first bar, these 1 and 2, was his best of this whole diss track. One, mainly because I played basketball and football there at Temple University, but he talked about suicide and he managed to bring that in. And those that don't know, you know, running suicides in basketball, that's running up and down, line to line, free throw, baseline, free throw, half court baseline, running those suicides, it takes a lot out of you. But next he kind of bring up in this diss track, once again, re-emphasizing that, hey, Dax is really feeling that he's not a part of this community. He's always stating he's not a YouTuber. He's kind of not with us. There is a divide that it feels like Scru wanted to establish early on.
You true loser, all the YouTubers, they should banish you. You still be clickbaiting bad baby if they weren't fans of you. Told Adam 22, he ain't no YouTube nigga, so point at him with 22s and shoot like YouTube nigga.
Oh wow, I just now caught that. He said, you told Adam 22, point at him with 22. Point at him with a 22. I like that. But anyway, he mentioned something in that last clip is that clickbaiting with bad. Now, this was Daniel, the Catch Me Outside girl. There was this video that Dax had with Catch Me Outside. Now, although the title was talking about the Catch Me Outside and said featuring her, if you listen to the song, she's not in it. She don't make an appearance. You don't see her face. You see her in a little picture, but other than that, the closest you get to the Catch Me Outside is her saying, how about that? Catch me outside. How about that? And he took the clip from that Dr. Phil, but she was not even in the song. He just clickbaited. Just like a YouTuber would. So then Scru goes on and he raps about basically his distaste on how Dax went in, kind of sneak dissed him. He was in a verse and then he changed his verse at the end once he heard everybody else's verse. And that verse that he changed, he ends up dissing them. So he really put this into words and put this into a lyrical rap. It came out well. Here's the clip.
Nigga, let's talk about that 4 horsemen shit. How you did a verse, heard ours and re-recorded your shit. Cause you laid your verse first, but it was whack as a bitch. Then on your second attempt, you try to throw out a diss. 3 niggas in the GOAT, please get off of that. It was 3 niggas spitting and 1 nigga rapping about his dick. And the reason you ain't pushing sounding like a funny story, cause you ain't agree with it but still took the money for it.
Now this next part may be your favorite part of this diss track because Scru gives you his best Dax impersonation. No, that's impersonation. He gives his best impersonation. You play the clip.
It's basically how this dude sounds on every single verse. Peep, it's Dax. I was a motherfucking janitor, and I don't know the shit cause I was a motherfucking janitor. And you don't even get it, I was a motherfucking janitor. And did I mention I was a motherfucking janitor?
Then again in this diss track, once again later on after this, he then re-emphasized the point that Dax is always talking about how he's not a YouTuber and we are the people that made him. You guys make these channels. You guys make YouTubers that have these nations.
You don't even stick to your word, so people make you. How you shitting on YouTube? These people made you. You start throwing strikes at smaller channels like Dwayne, dude. I hope the community you forsaken now breaks you. Most reactors think your verse is whack. They're just afraid to say truth, cause being fake like you just made you.
So then the next part is that he slows the melody down, he slows the beat down, and he really talks. Now he did this really well, and I'm glad that he decided to really slow things down and rap in this way during this part, because this is the main part that you can feel that Scru felt disrespected, and it really, I guess he felt a really certain way about this more than anything, because he goes on and he talks about how Dax didn't really push anything. He paid him for it. He said that he would. He said that he would, and he didn't do it. And then Scru, even in this part, he goes on to say, hey, man, maybe I should have just took his chain.
Got a verse from this nigga, even paid for some things, but he never pushed the audio. The niggas are lame. I complain like, why you do that shit? The nigga was saying he was sorry. Pay for a video, he'll push it the same. He seemed real, so I trusted him and hopped on a plane. Flew the crew, copped some rooms, all the shit I was paying. Should've known that this dude was a lame. He pulled up like a dame, should've pulled things and pulled off with his chain.
And then Scru decides to end the track, and he takes the bigger role, and he says that he wished Dax the best. Not really, because it's what he said next that you kind of really see what he was talking about, because he said he wished him the best. Let me play the clip.
But they probably leave my fucking neck stain. I wish you success on your next thing. No, really, I wish you the best, man, so you don't have to keep on scamming for checks, man.
So basically, he was saying, I wish you the best so you can get off this platform because you don't want to be here. I wish you the best so you can get success, because you're the type of person that once you get success, you're going to forget where you come from. You ain't going to be worried about this YouTube. We're not going to be seeing uploads. So actually, you know what? I wish you the best so you can go ahead and get off this platform. And he ends it. And then he just ends it by saying, hey, I wish that we can get 21 Savage. If I had to choose between 21 Savage here or you, let's bring 21 Savage.
And we should send him right back where he from, Jack. Can't we just deport him and fucking get 21 back? Can we do that? Can we do that? Can someone look into that?
So guys, in closing, that was the whole diss track. In closing, the general consensus gave Dax an A for his diss track. He receives an A for amazing, an A for awesome, and an A for, I could not think of another A word. But anyway, we know what we're giving Dax. Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know. Go ahead. This is the premiere. Go ahead and type what's coming before I put it up. He gets an R. He gets an R. Those of you all that are new to the channel, we don't have L's to give. We have R's. R's can mean a lot of things. Ridiculous. Rest in peace. Runned over. Whatever. But he gets an R for this whole situation. We ran out of L's. A lot of people are saying, why don't he give an L? Because 2018, Joe Budden, MGK, and there was another dude. Joe Budden, MGK, and Ja Rule, they took all the L's. Literally, there's no more L's left. There's no L's in the store. There's no L's. I mean, I can't even get an L in my relationship. Love, it's just of. I mean, there are. I don't even got an L on my keyboard. They took all the L's, people. So we give out R's, bro. This is just dragging on and getting silly. Okay, guys, I thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. As always, KIP, it's gonna be all right. You ain't gotta worry about a thing. Shake those haters off like a dog does when he's wet. I'll see y'all next episode.